We live? We live. Alright, so I need some help before we actually start up. I need to know how is my mic volume? Because I was peaking literally all stream this morning. My cat, I guess, was rubbing her face on my microphone and adjusted some of the knobs while I was asleep. So I need to figure out if I'm peaking. And also, I should pin this spoiler message. How is the mic? Had to fix cat problems to stop peaking. Is it good now? I'm leaving that message for anyone who comes in. I'm having dinner too, but I thought we could, you know, test the volume. These fist sticks aren't very good. They're not bad, but they're not good. Yeah, they're like okay. So we have 3 maps to go. Basically 3 maps. Betrayer Endgame, Ellerie's second to last map, and then Ellerie's finale. Oh my god, it's clogged. Alright, we have warp available. We can probably warp skip Betrayer Endgame, as lame as that is. Oh right, we have the second Fanion. That is super gonna matter. Okay, do that with Wisp. Where's Bernard Trayer? Betrayer, has he already left us? Basil of Baker Street. Betrayer already left us. We can't fuck with his inventory. Damn, Betrayer did a betrayal. That was unexpected. Alright, let's hire Hellison. Do we have... It's just the merchant, right? Oh, it's the boxes. And Anna. Anna. Give me another couple of bolting. Easy. Where's the seize point? Talk to Crimea. Okay. The mic is fine, no issues here. That's good. Let me know if it starts peaking. I had to fuck with the settings to try and fix cat problems. Alright, we're doing Betrayer endgame first. Hey. What the? Stop right there, villain. Damn it all, we're too late. Lindros! Get the betrayer! Your numbers are nothing in the face of true treachery. Behold, the pure essence of justice denied. Slaying and betraying. Ellerie's fate has been severed. Do not overwrite this save file. Dead items set. Oh, our convoy was fucking full, wasn't it? Hold on. Yeah, our convoy was pretty fucking full. Alright, grab like random shit. Kalugo. You be our random shit holder, okay? Are we actually playing Betrayer map or are we skipping it? I think we'll actually play it. I think we'll actually play it. I know most people warp skip this map, but I think we'll actually play it. Alright, so recruit Hellison. Talk to Crimea. Don't waste time on Betrayer. Who all dies to Betrayer's betrayals? Obviously, Lindros dies. Okay, Pomelo, Crimea, and Nerissa, it looks like? Losing Nerissa is unfortunate. One more staffer down the toilet. It makes endgame B betrayal harder to warp skip. Okay, so if an enemy attacks on enemy phase, they will charge. Bolting. Bolting. Okay, is this the squad we want, or is Rahesia... There's elites in this, aren't there? Yeah, so Rahesia is not going to be very good. Okay. Hellison. Oh, we want guard as well. Who we benching for guard? Look at all these waves and invigorates. Guidance got sent to convoy. This is basically Path of Radiance, but you can kill the enemies and they aren't moving. Yeah. Might as well bring rescue. Yeah. So our only staffers are Hagendire, Ellerie, and Sorbet. So Hagendire's gonna need staffing ability. Give the fire emblem to Ellerie, probably. Evadne or John is probably ditchable. Yeah, I think we ditch Evadne, which is part of why I bought the boltings, but... Grab your... Bougie? Oh, we gave the bite to the convoy, didn't we? Okay, without bite, I think we ditch John. Gambling wins. The bite, she can't bite people, so what's the point of a John who can't bite people? Okay. Let's make sure everything is how we want it. Oh, we have the bite. Wait, we have the bite. But I think it's better on, Sorbet. I think it's better on Sorbet. The 99, guaranteed. OG John 16 portrait was really cute. Is it different now? Alright, let's try this shit. Sorbet is a guaranteed Oko, yeah. The wine produced glitched this out. Okay, Sal surprise you. Good job, Dazzle Dart. How does an eye even produce wines? Crying. Bolting with Evadne. The eye just cries. The cry of eye. Even without the guaranteed crit, chat's doing work. We don't have an Invigorator. Like, Sorbet could do it, but that feels not like a great idea. Because I would have to have him go to the convoy. So, rather than Seahawk, we'll use the Fanion. Back when this game was released, I thought the John units were just worse for unit versions of Caligo. I was so wrong. Caligo is the worst version of John. Smiley face. Okay, guard go here. Bouige the Rondel Dagger guy. Caligo is if we pick a mobile and archer without the good magic or bro range +1. Yeah, and with a mechanic that's like a little too obnoxious to be reliable. The +15, the sad thing is, even with +15, he doesn't kill all the time. His failure to kill with the +15 is just so sad. It's just, he's the meme unit, right? Like, we used him in the first stream. I even made a thumbnail for him for this series, and he never got fielded, so I never used the thumbnail, right? So, Crushing Bite you. I started playing Engage, and I unironically cannot stand half of the cast. You know, that's a fairly common sentiment, but it's not one that I agree with personally. I think, like, there's certainly some that I get annoyed with, but I think as long as you sort of accept that it's time for a fun anime adventure, which is not for everyone, like, to be clear. I think it's, you know, it's fine. But also, you you know, not everyone has to like the same stuff. Like, you don't have to like Engage if you don't like Engage, right? Pew, 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 pew. I can take silly and camp stuff. I can take goofy and silly crap, but it gets to a certain point. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's just different strokes for different folks, right? The Orange Special! Who cares about weapon triangle disadvantage when you get extra hit for every tile you move? There's times when it takes itself seriously. Yeah, though, that, at that point, it does kind of, yeah. I do agree that, like, when it's taking itself seriously, it feels silly. Oh shit, multiples can get to Dazzle Dart, okay. And we're just shy. That's why I don't really like the last portion of the story, because I do feel like that is it's trying to take itself seriously, and it does some of my least favorite things that stories do with, like, all the redemption arcs, the deathbed redemptions, which I don't think all of them are intended to be redemptions, but the fact you can't really tell the difference, at least I can't tell the difference, sort of shows how poorly some of them are handled. Don't get me wrong, Three Houses has weird and silly moments, but they break up the tension with genuinely good character moments. I think there are some good character moments in Three Houses. I think they are rarer than Three Houses fans like to act like they are. Especially as it comes to the monastery dialogue. There's a lot of, I mean, everyone talks about the Dorothea-Ferdinand combo, right? Where after you kill Ferdinand, Dorothea's like, we killed him. Like, we're bad people for that, right? But yeah, that's a great moment. There's not a ton of that. Geralt's death, I guess spoilers, Geralt's death, I do think the monastery changing in Geralt's death is really cool. And I like most of the dialogue after Geralt's death. The Sombron justification felt like a bad joke. Well, I don't think it's actually meant to redeem him. I've seen some people say that the Sombron thing is the worst of the deathbed redemptions, and I disagree because I don't think it's meant to be a redemption. I think it's meant to show that even when he's dying, he's sort of rejecting the relationships with people around him and obsessing over the one he can't have anymore. It feels like a bad joke. It does, and that's what I mean by, like, I'll defend elements of it as, like, how do I want to put this? There are There are parts of the story that are treated by the haters TM as if it's a failure in writing when it is just a sort of misunderstanding of the mood that's being gone for. You know, like treating Sombron's bullshit like it's meant to be a redemption. But I also think that in part of why that happens is it can be hard to tell when the game is being serious versus joking with stuff. One of my favorite scenes in the house is Leonie after Byleth merges with Sothis. She genuinely shows how much she cares about Byleth for the first time. It's a great turning point in her arc. I don't remember that scene. Sombron causing multiple genocide to see someone is a really bad joke. Well, it's not a joke, though. Sombron is... The idea is that he's rejecting the relationships... Because, ultimately, Engage is a power of friendship story, right? And you can dislike those if you want. They're not my favorite genre. But it is what it is, right? And so having the villain of the power of friendship story reject real relationships and seek out sort of the illusion of one. Like, the Zero Emblem functionally doesn't exist, and that's kind of the point. I think it works on a thematic level to have the bad guy not have friends, right? He kills a bunch of people, and for what? For the Zero Emblem, for this thing that, like, straight up doesn't fucking exist. It's like Kingdom Hearts. Hey, people like Kingdom Hearts, right? It's a series that exists, I'll say that. I acknowledge that it is a series that exists. The Kingdom Hearter is gonna come for me. Urge you. Kingdom Hearts fans know the story is a mess and they support it. I'm just afraid of criticizing anything even vaguely tied to Disney. I know Kingdom Hearts isn't like Disney, but it's Disney, you know? We're just moving in a block formation. Telescopo. Fun fact about this map, you can warp the crates into the boss's ranges and then you just win. Wait, really? That's actually hilarious. I'm safe in my bunker. Wrong. The boom crates are coming. I'm assuming that's how the LTC handles things, right? Hi, Danny. Hi, Cynthia. How are you? Rosetta and the Guildmaster see the crates appear out of nowhere, opening them and dying is so funny. Why did Ellerie get dinged? She had an effect. What was the kill effect? Oh, is that symbol because of leadership? I thought that was like a negativeness. Can I vent about my misery mode experience? Sure, if you want to. You can vent if you want to. Oh, shoot. No double. Sal's surprise. Whoops. I didn't check the forecast. I just sort of assumed she would have some hit. Chat, we broke the purge book. Did she miss all four? What was the hit rate there? It might have been 0. Like, I legitimately didn't check. Dune refuses to be useful. Dune's not on this route. Oh, you mean in Misery? It was a 43. Okay, so that was not the worst that it could have been. The safest place in the guild, she says. Does Wisp have any dialogue when she joins? No, she just sort of shows up. Treachery must be afoot to see my sanctum breached. Was it Mitchell or Oates? I shall see the traitor be skinned and fed to the dogs. $69 nice. We love buff women. Oh, I forgot she has fucking Miracle. Does the Guildmaster also have Miracle? May I ask why Ellerie and Wisp has the support? Wisp is implied to be the ghost of, or an imaginary version of... Did we lose our airborne? Oh, no, we still have it. So I shall die as I have lived, cut down in my own office. But the guild will outlive me. Can they defend this city? But yeah, she's like probably the ghost of the princess. Play the game. Well, I don't think that's a very nice way to answer someone's question. Yeah, I think, obviously, if you play the game, you'll figure it out, but I think Cynthia probably knows that. The guard captain died. Betrayer! I was hoping you'd live to witness the aftermath of my ultimate betrayal. You were deceived by this friendly face, blind to the depths of my machinations. You didn't consider someone other than your pet mage might control these creatures. You claim to be responsible for all this destruction, but you're no mage. I was no mage, but every bit of free time I had I spent studying Lindros's ruins, musings and ramblings. It took months of work, but at last I understood enough. That's not possible. It took Lindros, a magical prodigy, most of his life to get to this level of understanding. And you claim to have learned all that in less than a year? I don't claim I have. Look at what's around you. Is this not proof enough? Nothing can motivate me more than the promise of a betrayal well done. And what a betrayal it was. The Crescent shall never forget this day. The Seahawks have always paid you well. Who do you work for to betray us with such glee despite the benefits we gave? Are you another of Maurice's pawns? The guilds? The herons? There's no greater purpose than the satisfaction of betrayal itself. At the very moment I joined you, this day was always the goal. That's absurd. No one would engage in treachery if there's no actual benefit. How can this have any self-gratification? For the common traitor, I am anything but. I am betrayal personified, treason incarnate. They shall know me as the patron saint of true treachery. To think everything I've worked for was brought down by a raving lunatic. What's more, my name isn't even Benson Trayer. It's Benedict. You were deceived, you buffoon. Of course I knew that was a bloody pseudonym, you. Duh Smasher. I can't believe his name is Benedict Trader. Ayo, triangle strategy. Part 2. Part 3, the Betrayer arc. It's funny that you get so many broken skills that you don't even need to engage with the map, even if you're not warp skipping. Like, we played that vanilla, but we just, like, didn't warp skip. But we didn't have to push the switches anyway. This was surely a betrayal. Here comes Betrayer. You've ruined everything! My betrayal would have been the finest betrayal this land has ever known. And now you've ruined it. You're a fool for thinking your devilish schemes could escape my attention. You could have given me any other explanation for being in the library. Why, Betrayer? Have I not treated you well? Gold and luxury is just temporary. Seeing the unfiltered misery of a victim who loses everything, that bliss is eternal. You intend to betray me just so you can feel something? What a short-sighted reason so devoid of meaning. Only the fraudulent trader assigns value to the consequences of betrayal. The enlightened trader needs no reward, but the joy in performing the act itself. Axe Reaver Guard moment! Endgame Betrayal. It's Endgame B Betrayal. It's not called Endgame B Trail. Murdered. This is why Guard is actually F tier, because Guard killed fucking Benedict Trayer. Missed opportunity. It would have been very fun. It would have been very funny. Did the game crash again? No, it just took a while to think. Okay. Do 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 do. Just all siege Tome Vadne. Breaking point. All right. This should be good, right? The bookshelf on floor 2 east side. Where do I get the S rank Dark Tome? Oh, yeah, it's in chapter 19. There's a side quest for it. It's floor 2 west side, not east side. The west side. But yes, it is the bookshelf on floor 2. Mortars target the whole map, can't damage units. So Hagendire just turns off this gimmick. Because he's epic like that. And we have to kill the cannibal, right? Danny, do you want loot? Hell yeah, loot. Is there some special loot? One, two, three, four, five. The sniper you just killed on the house is standing over Vidi table. Vidi table? What's Vidi table? Visitable. Oh, I thought it was, sorry. I wasn't trying to be facetious there. I thought it was some item I'd never heard of called Vidi table. I wasn't trying to be an asshole about the typo. I legitimately thought it was just something I hadn't heard of. Visitable, visitable. What's the loot in there? I've probably got it on a previous playthrough and just don't remember. Yo! I go, why? Why you do this to me, buddy? I go more like I missed. Oh, I missed. Oh my god, that militia is so fucking dead. Guichinyu? It's an iron sword? Oh. I thought it was real loot. You got me excited. It's one of my favorite villages in the game. It is a very funny troll. Good job, Evadne. Alright, so that turns off the device, if I recall correctly. Many adventurers died to bring me this cannon. I shall make good use of it. Yes, by shooting Hagendire every turn. Go, Evadne, go! Staves are back on the fucking menu. I do like the staff gimmick. But it's too easy to turn off turn one, I think. Hagendire is a B+ peak unit. Yeah, if I had pluses and minuses, like, he would definitely be B+. I don't really do pluses and minuses with tier lists, and as good as Provoke is, I struggle to justify I struggle to justify a unit who joins that late and needs help any higher than B tier. When I play Radiant Dawn, we should use Leonardo to cancel Mist on 313 for her actions 4 years ago. Orange Special! The Dock Master. Master of the Docks. Hasten Wisp. Not that she would ever need it in vanilla. He doesn't double with Pulong. Maybe this guy is Wary Fighter, because Wisp doesn't double either. No, just 27 speed. It's a lot. Oh, Wisp still doesn't double here. Wait. Oh no, he's way down. It's exactly doubling. Okay, we're peak gamers. Guard doubles. Sal surprise you. Breaking point you. Wave. But yeah, Igo's base speed is pretty sad. It's just all of his other stats that are good. And the Poolaying gives him 15 to sort of like make up for it for a little bit. Not forever though. Did it used to be more than 15? I thought it was plus 20. Plus 20 would be ridiculous. I mean, plus 15 is already ridiculous. Oh no, Hagendire's getting cannied. I'm confusing it with its 20 might. Gotcha. Brave Sword. Hey, say what you will about the guild. At least they can arm their people a bunch. 3 harpoons or Poolang? Poolang. Poolang's good. It's not the greatest weapon out there, but it's good. I mean, it also depends on your team, right? If you're not using an S-rank sword user, then obviously harpoons. A really, really good sword. Alright, well I guess sword based on staffer duty from now on. Why is Sal's Surprise not effective against the Adventurer? Is it because the Adventurer... Do they have staff access or something? Shouldn't Sal's Surprise be effective here? Is it only melee inventory? Oh, it might be. I'm just tired. Chat, can you help me out here? Thanks, chat. Yo, you can use the S-rank weapon now! Envision you. Wave. Woke up and saw the Beholder. I accidentally pulled something off. I killed an enemy with the drop hole and deposited the Fanion into the convoy to proc the Seahawk. That's always awesome. It's funny that that was by accident. I've done that on purpose a few times. It's always awesome when you can pull it off, though. Because you can always just grab the Fanion, like, at a later point, right? I forget, is this seize or kill boss? I love that chat is an eyeball. It's because we watch. Yo, that wasn't even the intention. But it is so peak. I didn't realize guard would be facing axe units. I forgot. I got tricked by halberdier axes once again. Reveillon's fucking tricky halberdiers. Tricky rice man. I think guard is fine, but if guard hadn't dodged the silver axe, they would not be fine. She's lucky. She's channeling the spirit of Talon, my goat. With the 100 crit lance build. TFW, the chicken pulls out a gun. She has Miracle. Oh, right, I forgot. Guard has Miracle. Yeah, she would have been fine. Never mind. Oh, get fucked, loser. The plot armor skill set, right? Oh, multi-destroy. Do we just have to destroy all the houses? I love that there's a random fucking chieftain on that bridge. It's a little bit funny. This is like the Farina map. Alright, so all the little houses, it gotta go. Roger, Roger. Roger, Dodger. Hagendire on Hagendire violence. Oh no! Hagendire got dealt a little bit of chip damage again. Oh, whoops, I forgot to equip something on Big Bird to counter with. Ah, it's fine. Boom! Honestly, the Brett's Big Boom animation is so peak. Does Nerissa have rescue? She does, okay. Rescue Hagendire. Rescue Hellison? Hagendire Lightbrand? S-rank swords on my boy, Poolong on the final map. Chat, can you give me a hand? Thanks for the assist, guys. Thanks for the assist, y'all. I don't think moguls have hands. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. That was insensitive of me. I'm glad to have been of aid. Yeah. Also, sorry for guys. I know probably like half of my audience is trans. It was a poor choice of words. So sorry about that, y'all. Alright, the same squad, but... So we have to kill Rosetta, but all of her food revives itself every turn, and she can't die until we kill all the food. Also, this is the Orin map, isn't it? I think this is just the Orin map slightly extended. Oh, no, it's not. I thought because we started in the cliffs, but... I go more like I bench. He shouldn't have missed with the Brave Axe. Provoke on John. That's interesting. This was not a good roll. Look at that gaming. Wait, did the cheated Fanion disappear, or did we put that in the convoy? Yeah, we must have put it in convoy. She heals after combat, so it won't cause problems. Yeah, I'm more interested in how that affects, like, versus Hagendire's provoke, right? You've never brought Rahesi to this map, have you? No, I don't think she's great in Act 3 because of the whole, like, no crits allowed moment. Surprise, motherfucker! She genuinely has a talk with Therese, and it earned her a deployment slot in my 0% misery run. Does it boost her stats or something? I mean, with a talk like that, it must. Wave. It removes Charisse from the map. Oh, is she like a lot harder to deal with in misery mode? She has basically fully capped stats. That does sound a lot harder to deal with. Very tough nut to crack, yeah. I mean, you have tools, right? But also, like, one of those tools is just that talk combo. I would like John to get some, good skills, because right now I feel like we don't have good skills. Share if you don't think. One hit! One hit! I think guard is fine. I think guard will survive. Ba-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da. Oh no, free staff on guard. That's actually kind of cringe. That's actually kind of cringe. She's John touchable. I like how these monsters are basically the green units from chapter 12, where their entire reason for existing is so that you don't have to deal with, like, to slow down the red units, basically. Finally, someone turned on John's frenzy. Oh wait, John's about to heal, smiley face. +2 to time limit. Basically, yeah. Point this at something and it breaks. Does Big Bird have a combo with Locust? Yes. And it causes Locust to leave the map, but you don't recruit her. Thinking is overrated. And then they get full healed and revived. Yo, S rank? Get rid of the bolting. Wave up. If we envision guard, that overwrites the sleep. And then we Seahawk. Give us shit ninja fire emblem. Nice. What is that? Decapitate? Now that's a skill we want. Oh, well, not against you. Invigorate Dazzle Dart. Does the prompt that you buy ballistas do it for every map? No, it's only for chapters 8 and 10. There are other ballistas, but the ones that you purchase are in 8 and 10. I think it's worth it. It's only 1,000 gold. And like, as long as your economy's not completely fucked, you should be good. How has Ellerie endgames been? Pretty good. We did Betrayer endgame. We did, Cherish You. Chat, I cherish you. Smiley face. They've been pretty good. Stock Pray You. Did 16 not refresh after stock prey? Yeah, because we'd already stocked prey once. I forgot that we'd already stocked prey. So that was my bad. That was an input error. But we'll just have Sorbet do this. Bye, Locust. Bird, will you forget me? Forget your best friend. Bird standing right there. I think the bow units like Ballista for one reason or another, even if they don't have particular gimmicks. Yeah, I mean, I think they're best on Yvette, because she can often, like, switch around Crocodile, Ballista. But in general, I think just bow units are always very good, and the Ballista is one more reason for it. Min Swartz with the Ballista? Oh, right! I forgot about that. I remember getting excited when I learned that on stream. EOSF can't ever have nice things. Yup. Yup. Holy shit, Ellerie lived a hit. What the fuck? You know, the rice is the only reason we didn't game over there, too. The war crime rice. Scorched value is gonna go insane. Everyone who was hyping up Scorched, now is your time. Thank you, war crime rice. You know, we didn't use stat boosters on anyone but Hagendire and Bird, because they're worth it. No one else gets stat boosters. War crimes save lives. So when you think about it, this is basically a boosterless run, because Hagendire is allowed to break the rules. Look at that! Scorched value! Ellerie forgot to put the sign booster for Unbraille. Can Hagendire fight Rosetta? Well, he wouldn't deal any damage because her people are still alive. What about other requests, like giving Hagendire all the stat boosts? We already gave Hagendire all the stat boosts. We gave Hagendire a ton of Hagendire food. Hagendire deserves the final boss kill, probably. If I can get it, I will. But no promises, you know? Honestly, I think everyone on this team deserves the final boss kill. Like, there's basically no dead weight on this team. They're ready for the big leagues. Time for the red units to body block the bridge. Yeah, that's always unfortunate. Is there a potato and a tapiato in this ROM hack? There is a potato. I don't know about tapiato, but potato gives you a side quest. Do you think 0% has improved your opinion overall, Chickson? Yeah, Chickson, I mean, Hagendire, but that's sort of the cheater answer because it's not 0%, it's just I was underestimating Hagendire. Chickson, probably. So spellbang you. Meteor you. Breaking. Did the meteor not? Oh, the meteor didn't do chip damage. Okay. Hasten. Dazzle Dart. Rosetta, stop standing in the corner. No, don't worry, we got this shit. Breaking point you. Bolting you. So we've gotten rid of y'all. I don't think this changes my opinion, but I still like Evadne. I think Evadne is quite good. So now she has Miracle, right? Yes. Okay. So here's the plan. Ellerie, who has Warp right now? Ellerie has Warp, right? Yeah. So Ellerie, Supply. So Miracle happens. Bring her to 1. Go, Arcaneo Warp Staff. Lord Hagendire, what a strange face to encounter here. Lord Hagendire, no one's called me that in so long. I insist, I am a noble, yet I've almost forgotten how it feels to be one. I could not have expected you to work with Ellerie, after all that's transpired. It's demeaning to serve someone so far beneath me, but I shall resort to whatever I can to reclaim my past glory, even if that means taking your head, Lady Rosetta. The Crescent must be a magical place to even change your arrogant attitude. There we fucking go! Hagendire final boss kill! It was all according to plan! And that's Cerulean Crescent Zero Growths. There's a couple of story maps afterwards. You get to choose whether Ellerie lives or dies, but I'm not gonna do either of those. They're not really like challenge maps, right? Like we beat endgame, right? This is the epilogue. So yeah, thank you all for joining. I hope you had as much fun watching this as I did playing it. Pride and accomplishment. Hagendire's character arc is complete. But yeah, I hope y'all liked this. I wonder if 0% Tower and Ori can still beat 0% Ellerie. I mean, probably. Tower's fucking crazy. I had fun. I also had fun. See ya. They're both super doable. Yeah, I treat them sort of like the Plucker paralog. What do you have planned next? You know what? You know what? I'll share it. I'll share it. So, let me... I can pick up the image. We'll let the victory music play while I'm doing this. So, I made a poll on my Patreon earlier today saying, you know, we're near the end of our 3 ongoing streams because Thracia we're nearly done with, Mario and Luigi we're nearly done with, and then CC Zero Growths now we are literally done with. So I'm letting them vote on one of these options for our next stream. And then of course on Ice Rider I have 7 siblings and Merm Emblem, which is wrapping up. I'm also planning on working on a Pokemon Heart Gold 0 EXP playthrough that was voted on by patrons a while ago. And the Radiant Dawn tier list I'm hoping to have come out soon. Plug your Patreon. I mean, I guess, yeah. This wasn't meant to be like a plug. It was literally, you know, someone asked. I guess since I have it up, if you have $3 to throw my way, like, voting is always democracy. But please don't, like, don't sweat it over Fire Emblem videos, right? Everything will eventually be public. Curse of Lagdale. Yeah, I spelled it wrong because I'm bad. It's O-U, not A-U. Look, it's a fake word anyway, right? But yeah, these are sort of the things. All of these are eventually going to be in the works, probably. But I wanted to let people choose. I figured it's been a slow couple of months on the Patreon and on the channel in general. So I wanted to give people a, you know, an option for voting. Something for the money. But I gotta go shower. I'm stinky. Happy March 31st. Happy Trans Day of Visibility. All the trans people, including me. Happy birthday, if it's your birthday.